U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. This is the National Football League. We'll see Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings taking on Daniel Jones and the New York Giants.
U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Minnesota Vikings. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Under center for the Vikings, out comes the former Michigan State Spartan and longtime veteran Kirk Cousins.
And one nice thing you can always say about Kirk Cousins is that he's consistent. Always puts up nice numbers each and every year. If there is a downside to his game, it's been the lack of playoff success. All in all, though, a formidable starting quarterback at a time in the league where it's tough to find your franchise guy.
Cousins looking to put it up right away. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Cousins able to find Jefferson here, complete. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 41. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Cousins. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
The former number 6 overall pick of 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
I still remember when he was drafted, there was a little bit of controversy about how high he was selected by the New York Giants, but his talents were revealed. He can make every throw in the book. Surprisingly good athlete. As long as he takes care of the football, doesn't turn it over, he can really make plays.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Jones. And his throw is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Throwing, Jones. Got a man, Slayton. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the 1st drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Again, he'll drop to throw. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. So the completion good for 7 there, and that will bring up 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
A good chance this is 4 down territory if they're unable to convert, but right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Back to throw again. Got a man, that's Richie James. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 31-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Well, Charles, it's early, but that's a key 3rd down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over to the offense. They just pick up a nice 1st down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
They'll look to throw again. He's got Slayton on the slant, and he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their 1st drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, another completion right there. And again, Charles, good time in the pocket. That offensive line on this opening drive been really solid.
They've been more than solid. They've really tamped down the pass rush and kept him safe in the pocket, able to look around.
Touchdown! Darius Slayton. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Partner, are they going to cover him? Well, that's 4 catches and the touchdown grab on that opening drive.
Well, what we're seeing so far, I believe, is their understanding that they want to go to him and often, but also they know they've got to move him around a little bit, get him into some different spots to continue to find open space to throw him the football. Otherwise, I just run 2 or 3 guys at him. They're doing a nice job of finding his way open, scheming him, as they like to say.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. A 10-play drive that time, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
So on 4th down, on is the punter Ryan Wright. Waiting on it will be Richie James. He'll take it at the 42. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Back to throw. Jones being chased out left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal.
From the right hash, this from 53. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And out now come the Vikings. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action. Cousins. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here, passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
I'll give him credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run and then execute it.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Cousins.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again.
And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 38.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Cousins now. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he will have a Vikings first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action, Cousins. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. To the air again, it's Cousins. He's got Smith here. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 4th down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
4th down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph for Minnesota.
From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt.
Joseph's got it.
And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Joseph now to kick this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Possession of the football going back over to the Giants.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 31, Jones. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. To throw is Cousins. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
Well, they got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the 1st down marker.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
And here's Ryan Wright now
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see how much they want to push things, leading already here 10-3. They run with Barkley on first down, and he gets about 5 out of it. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones has this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 10 more there and another 1st down. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the 3rd quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Barkley inside handoff. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Off the bootleg, Jones. Got his man on the crossing pattern. It's Slayton. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Looking to throw. Jones.
Once again, he finds Slayton. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Up the middle with Barkley. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
They start the drive with Cook. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Cousins going to bat it forward here on the jet sweep. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. To throw, Cousins. Right back to Cook for another completion. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They run the counter with Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They run it again with Cook. And this will be a Vikings first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. They'll go Madison up the middle. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll try the middle with Cook. 50 yards on the ground for him so far.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That goes for a gain of 31.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
3rd and short yardage, Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Vikings go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Adam Thielen. Level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And New York set to take the field. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Barkley. And he will get enough for a 1st down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones connects with Slayton. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line.
Now Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
First down now, but that clock rolling.
To throw is Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Nice. Well coached. A team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 70 yards rushing now for Barkley. It's a first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And the 13-year man puts it through, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff.
This one fielded at the 5.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won. And fun for us because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.